Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today, we're going to talk about the Constitution of the United States and rights and marriage and rights that seem as though they should be self-evident. We're going to do this because I have encountered the talking point that the Republican Party, the right in general, is going to try to use to undermine gay marriage. Because shortly after that video, I encountered it multiple times from different people. So I'm assuming somebody said this recently, and it's now out there, and this is what they're all going to parrot. The right to gay marriage isn't in the Constitution! Exclamation point. I'm an originalist. Sure you are. Show me on the Constitution where the right to get married exists. Gay marriage isn't in the Constitution. It was overreach by the court. The court declaring rights not in the Constitution is unconstitutional. Okay. So this is how we're going to go with this. This is going to be the talking point. That's fine. Let me just start with this. Whoever told y'all this, whoever put this talking point out there, they have either never read, didn't understand, or more likely don't support the U.S. Constitution. And they're feeding you this in hopes of you also failing to support the U.S. Constitution. That's their goal, Mr. Originalist. Okay, so my fellow constitutional scholars, I would like you to turn in your pocket Constitution to the Ninth Amendment. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. Enumeration means list. They put this at the end of the Bill of Rights, and they said, hey, just because we listed these, that doesn't mean there aren't other rights. So the idea that a right has to be specifically listed to exist is wrong. It is not constitutionally based. The Constitution itself tells you that. This is a bad talking point by people who don't support the Constitution or don't understand it. See, the people who put the Bill of Rights together, they were concerned, they were worried that at some point, some disingenuous authoritarian goons would say, hey, you didn't specifically list this right, this thing that is clearly self-evident. You didn't write this down, therefore that right doesn't exist. So we can just, take that away. Where in the Constitution does it say that you have a right to raise your own children? Where in the Constitution does it say that straight people have a right to get married? Right to travel? There's actually a whole bunch that aren't listed. So this talking point that they have y'all out there parroting, all it does is make you look like somebody who, I don't know, couldn't uphold your oath because you never actually read it. It's the Ninth Amendment. The founders, the people who put the Bill of Rights together, wrote a specific amendment to counter the kind of people you're following right now. They knew they'd exist. They knew at some point there would be authoritarians, more authoritarian than they were, who wanted to chisel away at the freedoms in this country. So they wrote that in there. If you have parroted this, stop. It doesn't send the message you think. Originalist. I want to hammer that point home again. the people you're following, the people you're getting these talking points from, are the sort of people that the people who wrote the Constitution viewed as their enemy. They viewed them as the danger to freedom that they wrote about in all of their other writings. And those are the people you're following and you're parroting. That should, if you, considering 3 of you have the word patriot in your screen names, that should trigger a little bit of self-reflection. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.